Okay, hello. So I'm just going to do a quick review on the book Living from a Place of Surrender, The Untethered Soul in Action. So this isn't actually technically a book as far as I can tell. I listened to it on Audible. It's actually considered to be a course, and I looked into it afterwards, and it's something that Michael A. Singer, who did the course and who narrates also on Audible, he presents this as a course that you can pay for online as well. So it's worth having a look at him, Michael A. Singer, and it's The Untethered Soul in Action. Yeah, so really good. This I'm going to call it a book. This audio book. The advice that he gives is absolutely fantastic. I've realised the more that I do, the more that I listen to and read personal development books, and advice and tips and hints and things. Basically, the further I get down my sort of personal development journey, the more I'm realising how important sort of spirituality is and how important it is that you're sort of comfortable in your own skin before you really kind of take on anything else. One of the first things I looked at with personal development was kind of getting my business up and improving my finances and things. But I actually believe now, after a couple of years of looking at this stuff, that if you can sort your own mind out, your own head out, your own feelings, your own frustrations, then you're far more likely to be able to sort out these other more superficial things like money and finances and business and stuff. So I'm finding, from a personal development point of view, that this stuff's more and more important. I'm going to do a review on Brené Brown's stuff as well. That's some interesting books that I've listened to as well. But this one, I'll do a quick review now for you. It's basically about kind of calming the inner voice in you, and we all have an inner voice that I tend to call our inner bastard. That seems to be that's what I call it. It's that voice that kind of tells you can't do something, or sort of dares you to try something that you're not keen on, maybe, or maybe makes you feel negative in a situation where you're feeling happy and joyful, because you feel like you don't want to dare feeling that way, so you kind of suppress things. And Michael A. Singer talks really about the importance of really kind of working on this day to day and basically seeing the world in all its sort of magnificent glory. Seeing the world in all its magnificent glory and seeing how huge the universe is, and basically understanding that it's kind of none of our business what people think about us, and actually what happens to us is nothing to do with us. The world is just there out sort of unfolding in front of us, and we should do our absolute best to enjoy that, to appreciate that, to live in the moment, to sort of wonder at how amazing things are, and to keep practicing that day to day, and to stop sort of using our ego to think that things are happening because of us. Actually, things are going to happen anyway. We're extremely lucky to be in the situation that we're in. It's taken billions of years to get here, and it's just a case of sort of being present in the way that Eckhart Tolle and people like that talk about as well, and just really appreciating things. And he talks just so much about sort of practicing that day to day, and the more you practice it, the better you get at it. You're always going to have negativity creeping in here and there. You're always going to have difficult situations that are so much worse than maybe what you're used to, and of course that's going to be difficult. But he just talks about the practice of just trying to be present, trying to be calm, deep breathing, and enjoying the moment, and just not taking things personally. And the more we can do that, the more we can get to a stage where we let go of all that crap, that baggage that we've kind of produced over the years, where things have happened to us and we've stored it. It's become stored in our mind, it's become stored in our physiology and our bodies. So we have these sort of painful scars caused by things that have happened over the years. We hold on to them, we hold on to the good memories as well, and we kind of think about them. And we really need to be sort of letting go of stuff, just letting it go, and just basically allowing ourselves to be more vulnerable, really. And just taking power from that. So it's about letting go of those things that we kind of hold on to fiercely. We sort of allow them to define us, whether it's being someone who's aggressive and angry because you use that to defend yourself against people who might threaten you, or it's being cynical because you don't believe that, you believe that when you're positive, bad things come in and get you because you're vulnerable. It's about just sort of letting go of that and just trying to live in the moment, trying to appreciate how wonderful things are, how lucky you are to be here. It sounds a little bit hippie, I know, and I'm not always keen on kind of hippie type stuff, I suppose, but if you listen to this, you'll realise the guy, Michael A. Singer, he narrates it, he's fantastic, the way he talks, he's got like a real sort of jolly, laughing kind of approach to it all, and some of the stuff he said, most of the stuff he says just makes fantastic sense, just sounds like real common sense if you just give it a chance. And I think the point is, with all this stuff, with all personal development, is that you really need to have patience. You can't just expect stuff to work overnight. You can't expect to listen to an audiobook or to a course or something on YouTube and expect to wake up the next day to be a completely different person. I do tend to find that the more of an impact a book or a course has on me, it does tend to work more quickly, but it is a case of things happening over time. And so after listening to this, I haven't suddenly become someone who's has no more pain or bad memories or good memories I might think back on fondly or whatever, but I am just working on kind of seeing every moment as a gift and appreciating it, not worrying about things that you can't control, like the weather. As he says, for goodness sake, the weather's going to happen, get used to it. It's been happening since you were a small kid. Why the hell would you think you can change it now? Why moan about it? So it's the usual stuff, really, in some ways, about perspective, but it is original stuff as well. There's lots of stuff in there that's really worth listening to. I won't give any more kind of spoilers on it. Michael A. Singer, look him up. He's funded a $1 billion company. There's lots of information about him online. He's great as a narrator. He really adds to the audiobook. I think he's fantastic. I was a bit frustrated I couldn't find very many reviews at all online. It just seems as though they're all sort of they're mainly sort of sites selling his course, which is fine. It sounds like it's probably a very good course. I haven't looked into how much it is particularly, but I will be listening to some of his other books, possibly reading some of his other books as well. He's done quite a few. So yeah, fantastic book. Really recommend this one. If you're into personal development like me, really try hard to work on yourself. It's great to work on your business and your finances and your fitness and all that sort of stuff, but try to remember that there's balance. You need to work on your spirituality and your mental state and your emotions and stuff as well, and this book is fantastic for that. So thanks very much. Feel free to like and subscribe, always appreciate that, and I will get another video out to you as soon as I get a chance, which should be fairly soon. Cheers.